So
Yeah.
you made it. You one of the lucky
I think
ones.
I was going to say, I think it's because I was able to just. It's a bit like with the pensions, because I worked for LexisNexis for a while, and I could see that they were changing up the pensions and stuff. So I retired early. And my parents always had this thing about coming back, and I'd come back over here and be on holiday. Sadly, I lost my mum quite early when she came back. She didn't get to enjoy Jamaica at all. My dad lived quite a bit longer. And I'd come back and I'd always say, I want to come back. I don't want to die in England. I just don't. So I think I've been lucky, because a lot of my friends say, I have a lot of friends, I should say, that would like to be in my position. Yeah. But then again, with the social engineering, not a lot of us get to come back in the way we would like to have come back.
Right.
Again, about the money, it's but I'd always decided that you either have to come back to Jamaica with like a wodge, or you come back and you have to decide that you're going to do like a countryman style living, which is getting back to nature. It
Right.
is. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's the only way, you know.
And I can
But
imagine that's a hard transition, though. I mean,
listen, I find it
I've never
yeah, I
been,
find it
I've
hard.
never lived in that situation, so I know that
Yeah.
it'd
I'm
be
finding it
difficult.
hard. I'm finding it hard, like I was all really enthusiastic when I came down. I fell down in the garden, hurt myself, and haven't really had enthusiasm, because it's not the same as when you've got that little plot in the back garden, your 90-foot garden, and most of it is lawn. It's not the
Right.
same when you've got half an acre that you're looking at. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but my auntie is good. She plants, and I have to start taking over now because she's getting tired.
Right. Yeah.
So, but it is difficult. I will hold up my hand. It's not easy, because I didn't grow up in it. Even though I was born in it, I didn't grow in it. You see,
Right.
it
Right.
makes a
And
difference.
we appreciate you in the chat, though. I mean, you be hanging in there like a warrior in the chat. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And
Oh, listen. When I
yeah.
came across this information, it was like, wow. It's like that soul food that you've been waiting for. That because there's something wrong, but you just can't work out what it is. And I've gone down the politics route, which is why I know quite a little bit of information, because you look here and you look here and you look here, and then all of a sudden you come across the guys that are saying, listen, basically everything is a lie, and everything just starts falling into place. Then it just, so yeah, I'm going to try and support you as much as I possibly can, you
Straight.
know.
We appreciate it. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So have you downloaded the declaration?
um, this is
Yeah,
my
I've
thing. As I say,
downloaded it.
I'm kind of technically challenged, but I will be downloading the
Okay.
declaration, and I want to download the Lakeisha app, because I wanted to
Okay.
talk to Ty about ways that we could possibly try to promote it down here, because so many of our children and young women are going missing, and it would be a good way of. But I didn't want to start talking about it without talking to him first, because I realised there's a certain amount of data and stuff that has to be collected in order for it to work. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, the woman that came on earlier, the lady that came on earlier, she's from Texas
Okay.
Louisiana.
or
Okay.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
All right.
She's from Louisiana. Yeah, you can just download it. I mean, it's a downloadable app. The app is self-governing. You know what I'm saying?
All
So
right.
so all they gotta do is
Okay.
download it. I haven't broke down how to use it in a long time. But if you download it, all you gotta do is go
Mm.
to about, and then go
And
down
it will
to
tell me.
go down to Lakeisha app logo. It'll bring you to the Lakeisha website. I mean
Cool.
to the Lakeisha YouTube page, and it's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of when you look at the first videos, start from the first, and you can see instructions and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be trying to make some more instructions. I
All
haven't
right.
I
Cool.
haven't did that yet. I'm probably gonna be doing that pretty soon. My mouth get better.
All right. Nice one. Nice one. Well,
Yeah.
it's great chatting to you guys. It's really nice to link up, not
I
just
appreciate it.
typing.
Yeah. Nice to talk to you too, Carlene. We appreciate you.
Definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys too.
Definitely, we definitely appreciate it too. You got a nice soothing voice too. We're gonna have to use you on some voiceovers or something too. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Well, my
we
British
Then we got to get her a character or something. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to.
But you in our
Uh,
back chat now, so you'll
no,
hear us. You'll hear us back here. You hear the little thing go thunk, thunk, thunk. That's us back here talking, posting pictures and stuff like that. So you're probably gonna be hearing that.
oh, cool.
Probably for the rest of your life if you're still on the if you're still on the
yeah,
chat. So we'll be back here, thunk, thunk. So
Yeah,
you in the back chat. So that's called the back chat. That's where
okay.
yeah.
That's where all the
And you're
hatchet happens.
yeah, but you're just on one so far, so you good.
Yeah,
right,
I got
right. You
about
on one.
100 of these joints. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can cope with more than one, to be honest with you. I didn't think I could cope with this.
yeah,
So sometimes we post the links in there. So when you see links in there, we share videos in there. We talk back and forth.
yeah,
Sometimes we go on and have our own little side arguments on the side. We be cussing each other out in the back and all type of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
so
nice. Like a little WhatsApp type thing. Great. That's brilliant.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So you tuned in.
Americans use WhatsApp. You guys use WhatsApp, Malarje, out there?
The foreigners usually use it. We usually use Facebook. but
Oh,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I got one. I got one. I Yeah, but actually, I know some other people that do use it. Some other just yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
know
love
some
what.
people that use it. But I notice a lot of foreigners using it a lot more. I think they use the
Mhm.
line too. Some call it line or something like that.
Because you can.
line.
I mean, it's similar to Hangouts because you can create groups and same thing. Send videos, send all kind of chats and stuff.
Right, right.
And
But
it's
you
more
guys got
control.
Facebook too, though, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
one,
don't like to use.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
yeah,
But
the
actually, one
government.
noticed down here was how popular Facebook was for people advertising their businesses because it's free.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it was originally for until they start marketing the thing for the youth to use it.
Yeah, because I was surprised because I was saying to my son because he's into like internet stuff, and I was saying I wonder if we could find a way to get people off Facebook and get them to get their own little internet, to get their own websites going and stuff.
Hmm.
mhm,
You know,
mm, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So
yeah, because something like that could work.
yeah, so we definitely gonna need you guys to update us on situations down there. Um,
Sure.
yeah, because it's a real problem like that's going on, and I mean it's happening all over the world. We know this, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
But since it's on our in America, what I'm saying, that's our job, what I'm saying, to deal with that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
so yeah,
Our
yeah, that's
people. I
that's what
mean,
we
that's
got. Right.
right.
This yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's our people.
It's
And
like
I
our
honestly,
people, our land, shit. We.
yeah,
Our problem.
exactly. And I honestly feel
Yeah.
when we start stepping up more and making our voices being heard more, it's just the whole Africa thing. They're going to start rising up more. Everyone everywhere like us is going to start rising up more. Everyone's waiting
Yeah.
for us. I hope you all know that. They're all waiting for
Yeah,
us.
but
Hmm.
but in some ways, they're getting in our way,
Oh
Exactly.
because
yes.
Because look
be,
how the female, she was right up until the point she started mentioning Bantu, Bantu,
Yep.
El Bantu, or something like that.
yeah,
I
it's
don't know
like
where that come from.
yeah, I don't
But
know what she yeah.
I think
Well,
Well,
she
that's
she
heard it.
nature,
I
you
think she
see.
heard it. I believe. I
nah
believe she
she
heard.
nah what she said was, you might think I'm crazy, but that's how she started the sentence, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, we think you're crazy talking that talk, but
she was
um
right until that point. I never heard about Bantu out.
yeah, yeah. So, but
Exactly.
information is information.
But she
Yeah.
sound Caucasian still, so I understand why
Yeah,
she.
yeah. So it's you're right. She gonna still be confused about some things. So
Yeah.
we already can assume that, right?
But
Um,
she hung on. She was talking about the Rastas. So the Rastas identify as indigenous. So I don't know why she mentioned anything. I never yet heard one from no Rastas. The Rastas are like the wise men of our island. So
yeah, yeah, because she's coming from a Eurocentric point of view. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
the ones that talk about Ethiopia a lot.
right, because they
Because
coming
Because
from
it's
a
yeah,
something dealing with Judah or something like that.
yeah. See, they can only go
mm,
by their what they've been taught from their point of view, which is
No, they're not.
the
The thing is, they're not going to tell us everything. That's what I see. They're not telling us everything.
well, they don't know everything either. I mean, now you got some people that may know something, but the majority of them do not know. I'm telling you, they don't know. The
it's true.
majority of them
Other
do
than what
not know.
we would like through the media, unless you've actually gone to do your own sort of inquiry, and even then, it's still going to be along with the mainstream media. You have to really
Right,
start digging deeper to find out anything more than what we've been
right,
told. Really. So yeah, but that's what
right,
they put down here, though. You see, this we're from Africa thing. We're from
right,
Africa,
right.
For
They're
the rest
gonna
of us,
and
they think
in
all
no,
black
not the
people,
rest, just
anything
in
that's
general.
so called black, right, is
oh
coming
yeah,
from
yeah,
Africa,
yeah.
Yeah,
right?
and
That's the
even
politics of
this man who
Hey, Lever.
comes on the radio here every day.
Muta Baruka, the same one she was talking about. She's
Yeah,
Hey,
not Muted. It was another guy because it's the station my auntie listens to, and he was at some business kind of convention, and he was talking about the ingenuity of Jamaicans and how yes, we are a small island, but yet still we're kind of well known. And so there is that aspect of us where we're proud to be Jamaicans. And then he started talking about
Right.
Aki, and he managed to associate Aki back to Africa. And
There you go.
I just immediately started cussing the radio because I'm like, Africans don't eat ackee. So at what point did we come across the water and decide that something was poisonous was good to eat?
Aki itself is not even an African word. That's an Indian word, a West Indian
Thank
word.
you.
See,
And this he was talking about his degree in social sciences.
there you
Um,
go. Indoctrination.
There
He's
you
indoctrinated
go.
and get
Yeah.
literally learn from a white man. A Euro eccentric
Think
opinion.
it. And that's how all of our newscasters, all of them, every single one of them that comes on television, that's how they are.
Right, because they're in the matrix. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So they're going to act accordingly. I'm telling
Hmm.
you, it's such a small percentage of our people that's actually uh, aware and awake of what's really happened and what's really going on. So
Exactly.
you know that's just what it is. That's what we're dealing with. That's what makes it so difficult. But the problem is that the Africans do not set the record straight. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Thank
Like
you.
They don't
even
even know.
although this woman was talking about Africa, Africans come over here and infiltrate our
Mm,
government system.
Right. They
mm.
infiltrate everything. But see, that's the thing. It's like if they actually set the record straight, then that would change the minds of
Change
people.
everything.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But they
Oh,
Exactly.
refuse to do that. They
Exactly.
it,
play this little game like they don't know.
yes, it was one of the warriors that was on earlier. I can't remember his name, but he's a Jamaican as well, and I think he's up in Canada at the moment. And he was saying they benefit from it
Yes, they
because,
do.
Exactly.
yeah,
Because
they
them get
benefit.
even one out here own an entire school, an engineering school out here.
Yeah.
African
Wow.
schools.
They
You know
benefit from it.
Maritime Empress? You know Maritime on
No, I
Spanish
don't know. I don't.
Caribbean
Oh,
is
okay.
a African owned the entire compound.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, they benefit, and then then they take credit for everything we've ever done.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've seen Africans lied about being descendants of Nani. Well, I don't know if you guys know aware or cognizant of Nani being descendants of Nani. And I said, when did Nani allegedly go back to Africa? Because
See?
I
Thank
don't
you.
know how they're going off of the white man's opinion. And Nani was here from what? Six from the 1600s, and when white people came over was in the 1800s. How the hell would they
Thank
know
you.
about Nani?
Yeah.
See, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, but they need to set the record straight. And I'm saying like this: until they set the record straight, then we can't really do shit. We can't really associate with them because they
No,
refuse to tell the truth. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying? Now,
exactly.
if we supposed to be, you know, well, skin folk at least, right? Because we
Mhm,
ain't
mhm.
kinfolk exactly. But
Yeah,
the thing is that if they're not willing to set the record straight, and they have a continent that they can thrive and build on. You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
they do.
They
They do.
refuse to set the record straight so we can build our shit back.
Thank
You see what I'm
you.
Because they
saying? Because
Yeah,
yeah,
white people as their
and you
cousins.
know, I've been actually looking at some places in Africa, and even though I joke about the fact that it can only grow millet, there's parts of Africa that actually look really quite gorgeous. So I don't know why they're in such a hurry to come over here. It must be because you can't grow food.
I got a question I want to ask both of y'all.
It's the
Um,
same thing
Mm,
with the white people, the civil wars, made them want to move out.
here in America,
true.
you know what I'm saying, we got a nice Jamaican population. Some
Hmm.
some states more than others. Um, how do you guys feel like that? Do you guys feel like them guys need to return home, or do you guys feel like you need to get where they're at? What you
they are
saying?
home.
No, no, I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
You
no,
right,
no,
Ty.
no, no. I'm
You
talking
got the.
about to the
Uh,
You
island.
right.
I'm talking about
yeah,
home
I
as
do know
into
what
the
you mean.
island, not as in like a
Okay.
not as in like a foreign area, but like to the island, to the you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I know what
I
you
mean,
mean, and because you see what has happened generationally is that we get what we call a brain drain coming out of Jamaica. They used to do
brain
it with our
drain.
nurses. Yeah, they used to do it with our nurses, and in fact, I heard about a young man who invented a car that could drive on water. Little Jamaican
Exactly, I heard
guy,
that too.
and he
No, matter of fact,
disappeared.
I
We don't know what happened to
exactly
him. NASA took him
no Empress.
apparently.
I know the story. This is what
Yeah,
happened. I
go on.
whatever you want to call them, the Masons or whatever, they took him, did contract him with the US, and you don't hear from him again. I don't know if
There
you
you
guys
go.
ever heard of any project out there where they're making any water powered cars, because the contract, he's a guy from the ghetto, right? And them taking him up. Him don't have no like how, like for instance, he don't understand networking or anything, how to protect him rights. Like
Hmm.
for say you
Patents and shit like
I
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah.
know and any of that, and they just take him out of the blues, contract him with the US, and send him off him way. That's like sending him to the slaughters.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He's
Isolation.
correct.
Yeah,
He's correct.
and you see,
Exactly,
that's
isolation.
what happens. That's what happens because you get the very talented being plucked out or being inveigled out of the country. So, in a way, it would be good if we had incentives to encourage and in fact, you guess me what? It's not that these people don't exist because that's what I've been telling you. Families go without food to send their children to school and university.
Exactly, Empress.
Wow.
They will go hungry for their children. And this is what I'm saying. I don't understand it because I never grew up in that. My mum would talk to me about it, but until you come down here and see it, you don't
Yeah.
get it. You
Exactly.
don't
That's
get
what I noticed with
it. Don't.
Americans. They don't get it. Like
You
majority
don't.
Americans,
Only what it's
even
like.
our people that come
Yeah.
from here and leave and go over there, and when you're telling them the environment of how it stay, they pretend like this can't real, or this is the main
No,
problem.
it's real.
Right.
It's believe me. Listen. I can bring my auntie to come and she wouldn't because it's our personal business, and they're proud. We're proud people. But yeah, this is what
Yeah,
they
that's
do.
one thing with our people. Them too prideful.
They do without in order to try to do well within the system, you see.
Exactly. We will go
And
hungry
they
and
can live
still have a clean house and the
yeah,
most luxurious
spotless.
stuff and go hungry.
Yep. Christmas is like time to fix up your yard. I mean, the wholesalers down here and the like the paint, they just new windows, new curtain, new sofa. New bed. It's
I,
Christmas. It's a
I
day.
telling you, Empress, they come and hijack our culture because majority of these aspects they're using and manipulating us with is
Yep.
our culture because certain things we only do around those times. Like we that Americans don't know what is sorrel. We drink sorrel around Easter time and there's other stuff
Mm,
we eat on not Easter, Christmas. Easter we eat bun and cheese. The whole Caribbean breaking bun and cheese.
yeah.
What did you say? You do what?
We drink
We,
sorrel on Christmas time. Sorrel is a beverage. It's from a plant,
yeah.
right?
Oh.
I think is it the hibiscus?
No,
No, it's got another name that I think they might recognise though. Um, I can't remember what it's
but
called. But yeah, we do get a terrible brain drain. So it would be nice, and it would be nice if the guys who are
yeah, they
here,
take all our scholars and educated people to go build up their countries.
yeah.
Right. Yep. Yep. So
So like
I mean,
engineers
if
and
you could,
stuff.
I mean, if you can say something to the people that leave or the people that do you? I mean, is that okay?
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
Or
I
I
would.
get you, but them have they already set in place like platforms similar to your own, but are just in the Jamaican diaspora for set back our people even more because they come with their false advertisement and false propaganda and
Yeah,
using
about
your
how horrible
false
it is
flag,
down here, how scary it is
yeah,
down here.
to intimidate people for like you know of Soul Flow Empress.
Yeah.
He's one of them. He's one big platform where
But
always
I think he's been getting dead. I saw the other day. I didn't watch it, but I noticed in the comments because but I think people were complaining that his stuff is too negative about Jamaica, and he's been getting
they
death
always
threats.
been complaining. He's not even from Jamaica. And that's the thing that keep on doing. People keep on infiltrating and Jamaicans used to cuss
Who
him and now them
who not
defend
from
Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Soul
The same
flow.
guy we're talking about. He's not from Jamaica, he's a Trinidadians. And Trinidadians have some kind of beef with Jamaica. I don't know why. I think it's the social what you call
It's
it, the
that
social
social engineering again. Yeah,
they use
mm,
there
don't like
because
other
when we
islanders.
was
We
going
don't
through
like
the islands and freeing
everything.
up everybody, they never got free. The English gave them the independence early before we even reached the island.
Hey, what about Garfield? Is he from Jamaica?
Who?
I
Garfield.
think so. I think
Garvey?
so.
Marcus
Yeah.
Garvey? Marcus
No,
Garvey is
Garfield.
Arab.
No,
No,
Garfield. Reed.
Garfield.
Well, I'm not sure.
Garfield.
He probably is from Jamaica because the
I
area
think
that
so.
he claims him come from is not like anybody would know of it from if you're not from here. Like you would have to come from here. So and his stories add up, right? But I think he's like one of those types where go and get indoctrinated by your
Yeah.
the culture that's over there.
See
the
that, and that's what
bullshit
I'm
that's over
noticing. That's
here.
the sad thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
because
sad thing that I'm noticing
Jamaicans
is that a lot of us from the islands are going over there and totally buying into everything about the Matrix, just totally buying into all of it.
Hmm. Yep. I
promote.
noticed.
But
I noticed.
they
Also, when I used to
would
sell
like
Bitcoin,
to.
a couple of Jamaicans was coming in buying stacks of Bitcoins as well, and I noticed also some I think some Europeans they was that's Jamaica's like their little vacation spot, so they go
Yeah,
there for vacations when it's the winter here and stuff like that.
yeah,
Exactly.
Is that
But a
offensive?
lot of them be in Florida. Like a lot of them
yeah.
that come from the island
Is
be
that is
like
that
right in
offensive?
Florida.
Is that
Because
No,
it's
no,
offensive
near.
no,
to
that's
to
not
you guys
offensive.
No, no,
that
no.
It's
people
the
go
truth.
there, vacation, spend a little money, and then leave? Is that offensive or is that just life?
What you mean by that? For
Well, it's not
Jamaicans?
offensive.
Yeah, for Jamaica, is that offensive that people just like they could like cause some of the conditions like I know everything is not bad, but some of the conditions is bad in some areas.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying?
mm,
And so
mm-hmm.
for them to go down there, they've rich and wealthy as hell for those little weekends or those little weeks.
Oh,
Spending
yeah, I
all
get
that.
if
Is
when the
is that
Europeans
offensive?
come here, yeah, I find it offensive because they're contributing.
Yeah.
they know that they're contributing. When I talk to them, they're very cognizant that they're contributing for the destruction of our people. Well, majority of them. I've seen some good ones were probably clueless to what they're doing, and it's just truly they just respect the culture. But the majority of them, when they come out here, is white people. When white people come to Jamaica, is for sex and drugs and some kind of satanic shit. If you guys know,
Or for a luxury holiday, or for a luxury holiday,
Mm-hmm.
because I think because as I said, it's paradise here. It really is.
yeah,
And I talking to a lady when I was up in England, and this I've been here for 5 years, and this was about 3 or 4 years before I came. So this is a while ago, and they spent 6,000 on a holiday to Jamaica for like two
yeah,
weeks.
because them,
It,
them,
Right.
them don't realize they're targets.
Right.
They are the targets.
but you
So
see,
Um.
that's a luxury holiday to him because it's sun, sand. They're not doing anything. They're being catered to in every single possible way. In every single possible
Right.
way, you know.
exactly.
So you know it. So yeah, when I first found out that they had that disgusting naked do anything you want holiday down here,
Exactly, Empress. Them have a satanic
disgusted.
nudist beach out here.
I was
Nobody
disgusted.
talk about it.
Celestial love.
And you know
Nobody
what they
talk.
do is they make all the beaches private, and then so we can't. We have to pay when we if we're allowed on them at all as a local.
And then when we go on there, them harass us because we're skin color. And
Celestial
so we
love
only
in the
can be in
building.
this certain area.
Yeah.
You
Lakeisha
see,
says less love in the building. Mrs. Smith in the building. Um. So how do you guys? I mean, is is Bitcoin something there that's popular or
Not really.
not really?
I
Oh, okay.
don't think it's really
Maybe
popular.
with
It
foreign
might be popular with some of the younger people who understand how to do it, but not many. You have to. I think they have to
It's
be
still
quite
kind
tech
of new.
savvy.
It's still kind of
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
like say my son's generation now, like say Locono Empire, those guys up in England who are very Jamaican in their culture and their ways will be more savvy with it and will play with it. Yeah, but not
Oh,
necessarily Jamaicans. Maybe a few Jamaican American, like Jamaican Americans, if you know what I mean, the ones who are very tech savvy and are very used to having tech around them.
mm. Yeah, we definitely need to get Jamaica on the map. Get some people on the Lakeisha app so we can try to
Mhm.
map out some of our people just by zip codes. You know what I'm saying? Just using
Mhm.
those zip
Mhm.
codes. Um,
Mhm.
damn. So it's real. I mean, we don't.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
It's gonna
You
take a
know.
couple of days for us to even realize like what exactly you guys
Yeah.
saying. Because when he's saying,
Yeah.
you walk out the
Yeah. Let me
house
just
and
put it
there's
this. Let me just put it this
bodies
way,
with parts
Ty.
missing.
Yeah. Yeah. And let me just put it this way. If you've never gone to bed without, if you've never gone to bed on a hungry stomach and there's no tea, and woken up the next morning still hungry, and there's still no tea, you can't know what that's like. And I know there are people that live like that down here on a regular.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, I don't think Americans are big tea drinkers, so
Yeah, but
Tea
you know what I
drinkers.
mean. Just being able to have
Yeah.
a hot drink and a
Oh
little
yeah.
something to
They
catch
do
your stomach
coffee.
in the morning.
They
Yeah,
do up here. You do
yeah,
coffee, cigarettes, and
yeah,
marijuana. Is the thing.
yeah.
Um,
So
those of you who hold on one second. Those of you who just tuned in with us, and just waking up, I guess Jamaica has been in under state of emergency. It's sort of like a martial law or something like that. So some of the conditions, and also in the Kingston area, you know what I'm saying, they don't have that much water around there. In the towards the middle of the island. Of course, if you're on an island, you know what I'm saying, if you're on that coast towards the middle of the island, waters get scarce, and so we trying to figure out ways we can help and what we can do, but it's so new to us that it's gonna be a couple minutes before we can process everything.
mhm.
mhm, mhm.
I
I
get
think
you,
there's an
brother.
area. I'm pretty convinced there's one area because I don't really. I just get so frustrated with Jamaica. I'm a bit naughty. I don't always log into what's going on news-wise because, as you can hear, I was just listening. I was in the kitchen doing a few bits and pieces, and I just heard that little bit about the Aki, and that annoyed me. So, um, um, sorry, I missed my train of thought there. Say what you said again, Ty.
I was telling them about the water scarcity.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. So you'll get areas where they haven't had water for ages.
Yeah,
Do
like
you know that?
from
Do you know that, Chad?
1952.
Because they phone in and complain about it.
Yeah, they've been always complaining about it. It's just
Is it
like
not
what you said,
somewhere in
isolated.
Scotland?
We've been isolated. So
Yeah.
They
people
can
around
control. They
don't
can
know.
control. The population. They can control where you live at. They can
Mhm.
control all
Always
that.
say, and
Mhm.
Jamaicans don't understand this. Because Jamaicans
Wow.
feel like they're in power. If you talk to a typical Jamaican, like one in of my status who is of a male, they feel like they're in power. But they don't realize that they have been severely infiltrated and
Mhm.
debilitated. And you see me?
Mm.
Yeah.
There's
So
nothing there.
you
Yeah.
electrician? Okay, we definitely need you on board, man. You need to go ahead and yeah, we got somebody in there.
He's a Jamaican also, as an electrician.
Uh, I'm not sure, but he's definitely Aboriginal. But you want to definitely join the 5,000 elite. You know what I'm saying? Put that electrician, put that stuff to work. Um, damn. So yeah, they can. I mean, first off, like I say, it ain't that many people, so it's real easy to just do whatever for those
Mhm.
people with those with unlimited resources. And
Yeah.
how was they getting the water? Is they using like a well, or
They
are
like they
they
was
are
using
they
they'll
taking
use I
ocean
can
water
explain.
and purifying it? How are they
No,
getting
they're
it?
not doing that. I always argue. I've been arguing with them from high school days with the people in like I would go to debates and pointing this out that they need to start implementing this. And my goal was to become an engineer so I could have fixed that, right? Create some you get what I'm saying, right? But they don't want something there. They had my grandfather explained to me, said they had one reserve back in the day when our population was at must say 2,000, right? And our population is now at was at 3 billion and is still the one reserve we have to this day. One
Wow. See,
reserve.
I didn't know that.
So that's probably how they put a hold on the population. They can
Yep.
like they stunting your growth, like you know.
You don't. You don't.
Exactly.
You. It's rare to pass a house and don't see that they have like these huge gallon, like these big plastic drums where you collect rainwater.
Right.
Mostly people collect rainwater here. I mean, I've got two lots of storage. I've got like one the size like the size of a room
So can't you
where we
convert
collect
ocean water?
rainwater.
Can't you
Yes,
convert?
you can. I've
Yeah,
done
they
the
can.
science on that. You can convert. They're just not doing it
They're just
because
not doing it. That's some yeah. See, that's gonna
as
piss
I
me
saying,
off. So
how you
I
going to
want to
say
try to change.
we
That's gonna make me depressed. And that's gonna piss me off. They start.
how
You know
you
what I
Yeah,
going
mean?
to
listen,
say
to this
people
Ty. Listen to this
they
Ty.
claiming
Let
that
me
we in drought and we's in a tropical island, we on a tropical island and
It
almost
rains all the
every day
time
it
here.
rain.
Thank you.
We now must say a
Listen to
30-year
this.
drought
Because they're spraying up our
continuing.
skies. That's why. You know, I found out that the bauxite company, when they leave, what's left behind can easily be converted into um, something that will recycle waste. The machinery is very similar. This was years ago when I was researching it. The
Mm-hmm.
machinery was very similar. And I was actually thinking, now you see, when bauxite left here and left all their dirty, stinking ponds of putrid waste all over the place,
Mm-hmm.
we could have converted those factories to start dealing with waste because, again, that would be another way of producing our own fuel.
Mm-hmm.
because most people, to
Yeah,
if they don't have electric cookers, they will use gas, or they'll still cook outside.
that's the thing, Empress. Waste management is a big thing out here. It's just
Yeah,
that it's all run by, dominated by foreigners.
yeah,
I remember my family was trying to get into it, and they robbed them left, right, and center. And I
yeah.
explained to
Old Boys
them that
Network
the
down here.
system was cast, and they
Yeah,
never listen because they feel
yeah.
like white people, they love white people and all them stuff there, and it's white people trying
They're
to
gonna do
promote
the same with the marijuana industry.
exactly.
They've
That's
done the
what the
same
Empress was
thing.
explaining from
Yeah,
Louisiana.
yep.
Yeah,
They've
a
done the
while
same
ago.
thing. None of the small farmers are going to get anything worthwhile.
I saying, yo, you have elders in prison 50 years now for wearing shoes, for
What?
wearing a brand of shoes,
Made out
What?
of hemp.
What?
Yeah.
clocks, for wearing shoes. And when
Well,
these men come out, them feel like, you see me? Them feel like I don't even know. It's just it just don't even make sense.
what's wrong with the shoes? Was something wrong with them?
I don't even know. Brother, my youth, may I say, yo, is that thing, if you ever heard of clocks, is a popular brand shoes,
In England as
gentleman shoes
well. Yeah.
You
out
said
here.
clocks?
Mm.
Clocks, yeah.
Like
Very popular in England.
like a clock? They call clocks?
Is
They're
very
just called
popular
clogs.
amongst
Yeah.
Jamaican
They're
men.
kind of
Is
like comfortable
clocks?
shoes.
Are you talking
Kids and
about
women.
like those little clunky shoes, like you
No,
wear them in the
the
water?
suede shoes. The suede
No,
shoes.
then yeah, they're suede
Oh,
leather
okay.
with different types of bottoms. They're
Oh,
like comfortable
Clarks.
shoes,
Okay.
but Clarks. Yeah,
Clocks.
Okay,
yeah,
got you.
yeah, yeah.
You have elders
Yeah.
who've been locked up 50 years in jail with no trial, no nothing.
Just for having
Yeah,
those.
And
the judicial system's just like
it's like
non-existent almost down here.
almost non-existent.
Hmm.
Here they go right here.
There
Oh,
was
these some
even
dress shoes.
yeah,
Yeah,
gentleman shoes.
yeah, and they do ladies as well. I love my
Some
Clarks.
church shoes.
For,
What? They got locked up for having some church shoes, bro. You kidding me?
brother, I swear, brother. But you
The
can
flat,
see
no, the
certain.
flat. Sorry, go on.
No, no, no. I'm sorry. You continue,
No,
please.
I was just about to say I've still got a pair of flat Clarks I wear now when it's raining over here. Stop it.
Wow, that's wow. Awesome. Like some moccasins or something.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
just proper leather,
Mm-hmm.
good, well-made, comfortable shoes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Wow, nice.
it's very popular amongst Jamaican.
Oh, okay.
Didn't someone refer to them in a song as well, Chad?
Yeah, Vibes Cartel.
Oh, battery's going low. Probably, yeah. My battery's going to die in a minute, I think. Let me see if I can find my charger.
If I keep a get fling well.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
what time is you guys on? You guys are on what you like
Um,
Pacific or something or West Coast or
um, step on the
Central?
I think
Late here now. Oh,
like
where's my
Central
charger?
America. Yeah, Central America.
Central. Oh, okay. Oh, Central time.
Yeah,
Oh, so that's okay. So it's 5:20 there then.
Oh my
exactly.
gosh, my auntie's going to be up in a minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Yeah,
it.
that's the same time I'm on. Yeah, I'm finna go ahead and get some sleep, man. We gonna get this build again, man, because we gotta do something. You know, um, maybe yeah, maybe a little later tomorrow. So we can get a couple of Jamaican brothers up in here and sisters up in here and kind of fill us in because we gotta figure out what to do. It's we in a situation and situation y'all situation is like our future. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We see ourselves in that type of thing in the future, and
Mhm.
many people of Americans, we are for some reason it's this day that these this Armageddon day where at the end of the world and you're gonna take the government and all this. I don't know where this shit comes from, but some reason we all just have that,
Too
and
much.
you guys are like in that. So it's like I
Mhm.
mean yeah, it's yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. Today Jamaica, tomorrow, New York City.
Exactly. Which is why I said, they're going to come and attack the islands first, because once they see that it works, it's easy then to start implementing it into small areas, into the
No,
larger
but
body
it's
of
fast travel,
land.
Empress. That's the main reason why them want to take over the islands first. Is fast travel. Them can use it
Exactly.
as ports.
Right. And it's a
Exactly.
small population, so it's easy,
Exactly.
But they gotta
Exactly.
understand, but it might not right.
And that
But
we don't see ourselves as a small population because we, like you said, we're all isolated. So we
right,
don't
yeah,
know.
isolated as well, yeah, yeah,
So we
yeah.
Mhm.
don't know. We don't understand our country is like a small population.
2 million. Around 2 million. That's what I guess the record say. But that that's a give or take. That's just a guess. You know what I'm saying? It's a guess, but let's just
They could have paper genocided a million of us still.
right. That's what I'm saying. It's a paper guess, but um.
Exactly.
I mean, it is a small island, so I hope it ain't no 50 million over there. I mean, that's gonna be kind of, what I'm saying? That'll be
No,
kind of,
I do kind of get the feeling there's more people here than they say, though.
yeah,
Still, because
yeah.
because we are so
All of that
hilly
is
and
approximation.
downy.
Right,
A lot of
But
times you'll drive into areas and there'll be a whole community living there, but
right.
you'll drive past and all you're seeing is trees. You don't know that there's people living over there.
they don't know the people anymore. They're not counting for the people who live up in the hills.
Exactly,
Way up
which
in
is
the
my
In
hills.
the hills.
area. Yeah,
In the
that's my
mountains.
area.
You mean like monks?
Mountain,
Something huge.
mountain.
No
I know, like
mountains.
monks. Monks live
Okay,
in
so
like
Yeah, you
mountains.
can
no,
say
no,
that.
no.
These Maroons are Arawak Indians who live
That
up
live
in
up.
the mountains.
It's fine. But just so, as a for instance, Ty, where I live, I live on what I think they call the San Fuego Mountains. We're
Mm.
about 12,000 feet up or something.
Do you guys have any? Do you guys have any islands surrounding the island? Maybe
Yeah, we have
secret
25,
islands?
Island.
Huh?
We
25.
have many.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I noticed. Google wasn't showing all that, but
Yeah, there's about 25 small islands around us.
even if they was, I
I
was.
never know that it was 25. I just know the major
It's about
island.
20. Yeah, between Darkman X and Teach Them, I found out there's about 25.
Oh,
Because
okay.
there's Conch Island, and remember, because Darkman X was talking about the pearls that get sold out to Dubai.
Yeah, there. That's what I was speaking about the other day. Say,
Mm,
Dubai every year reaping out pearls out of our
mhm,
shores
mhm, mhm.
or reefs
Well,
every year.
y'all problem,
Hey, Ty.
y'all problem is a problem, but uh um,
Hey, Ty.
huh?
It look like we start buffering again,
They
so
cut
it
us
look like
off. Yeah, they
yeah.
man. Yeah. We gonna go ahead and try to continue this, man, because it's a lot of us, um we we feel like America's our land, but
Yep.
we can't, we don't have any say so over it. So at the time, we sometimes we also feel like a landless people, because they stole it, and so you guys still have your land, and so um
We have an identity that ties us to a land, but we don't
right.
own it.
Well, I know that's why I was trying to try to
Exactly.
break that down. I was trying to try to break that down. So we are, we are in like I don't know if a before and
Hard time.
after. It's a weird type of situation because we trying to get where you at, and you're trying to, what I'm saying. It's kind of, I don't know.
Hmm.
It's kind of a
Reason.
tricky
Everything is
situation.
upside down,
But the
Ty.
point
Everything is
is
upside
that
down.
we see that island as our island too. So,
Yeah.
but it's only a
Hmm.
small. It's only a small only a small population of us is actually do. most people think most of us think they're from Africa, and Jamaica is like something different. You know what I'm saying? But us
Yeah.
over here, we see that that's our shit too. Shit,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
um, I mean, yeah. So we got, I mean, man, we got a lot of stuff we need to play with around here. You know,
Definitely.
And that's why I was saying if Africa told the truth, we wouldn't have this goddamn problem.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Because they made apologies to many of our countries already, you know. They apologized to Jamaica and all them some there
apologize.
for
Hmm.
slavery.
Thank you.
Oh,
But they won't. But they won't put them in the African Union though. That shit is crazy.
They're not putting, they apologize because
I
Exactly.
thought
they
they
took
got in.
part in slavery. That's why them apologizing for.
I
They're
thought
not
they,
apologizing to them lose us.
I
They
thought
took
they
part
got in.
Who?
Mm-mm.
Jamaica. No, that was Haiti that got in, right?
No.
No,
No.
the
No.
no
They was.
country got in. They reject them
No,
because they're not
Yeah.
they can't go in
African.
because it's a lie. That's why they can't put them in there.
Exactly.
Because
Because they had an African politician at the time. I think that's what my grandfather told me.
mm,
Yeah, but the
Yes,
truth
and
is
that's
that they can't.
politician.
They
mm-hmm.
can't make you part of that
Y'all in the
because it's not
Aborigine Union, First American Council. That's what it's finna
right.
be
But
under
look
right
though,
there.
they can't put them in the African Union because they're not African.
Not
African.
African.
This is the truth, but
Exactly.
they gonna
No, they
spin it.
can. They can.
No, they can't. No, they can't. They can't do
Only
that.
if we had some Haitians that came on, but I noticed Haitians are very secretive when it comes to them
They
the
got
true
they
identity.
got different unions like from Australia. Australia's in like a couple unions. They like way over somewhere. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Australia and you have the
Yeah, but you got
Parliament.
Australia's run by the Queen, and they think they belong everywhere. So
Right, right. And so
it's,
so if they
it's just
feel
another
that
colony. It's just
Jamaica
another
belongs to
Queen's
them,
colony, Australia.
yeah, yeah, they gonna keep an eye
So
on
they'll
it. If
join
something
whatever.
they gonna wait till something good
Hmm.
come out Jamaica, and then they gonna, oh yeah, brother, welcome home, man. Remember that apology, man. We was
Yeah.
they keeping an eye on it, you know.
Yeah.
And then if it don't nothing happen, they gonna keep you over there like, nah, y'all keep y'all problems, we keep ours. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing,
That's how. That's how they behave, though, isn't it? Oh,
yeah,
we're
Yeah,
sorry.
whoever them don't want to leave,
Mhm.
them don't leave.
yup. But yeah, I wonder what you got to say about this because I know he good for land and national parks and stuff. And it's like, man, you sitting on
Mhm.
a tropical island right there the whole damn time.
Thank you.
You know,
And everything grows here. Everything.
Everything you can
mm.
just you have to feed them.
All the
You
healing stuff is here as well.
Man, that
Yeah,
island to be
you
fun as
get to
hell to play
discover.
with. That island to
Yeah,
be fun as
Leonard's
hell to play with,
discovering
man.
all the stuff about all our fruits, like mango. The mango's good for. You can drink it as tea. It's good to eat as a fruit. You can eat it raw. You can. Yeah, same with bananas.
know, we
Everything.
have an understanding of the plant, all the
Oh,
plant life here.
that's right.
That's what.
Y'all grow that, huh? Like all that is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
Oh,
got
that's.
loads of banana trees. When
Oh
my dad came
wow.
down, we used to have Artenique oranges, and in fact, he used to sell them to market because they'd come around with a truck
I
and
got a
pick up them.
question for you, Ty.
Hmm. Wow.
I got a question for you, Ty.
Me? Oh, what's up?
How how can a 5,000 elite make some inroads as far as doing business with Jamaica?
You talking about the country or just the people?
Yeah, the country.
That is a good question
Like you
because
can't
they
do
say
it. You're not
everything is ran. They say everything is ran by the Queen or by England. So
exactly.
they gotta be a kind of funny situation if we can't.
You
Yeah.
can't run it with the people. I get you what you're
Well,
saying.
that ain't
You
well. What
can't
I'm
run it.
saying is, it's no different
But
than
you're
trying to make
American.
connection with
You're
with
American.
Mexico.
Right.
I was going to
Right.
say you're
Right.
American, so it makes a little bit of a difference, you
Right.
know.
It's
Right.
all run by the Queen. All this shit.
Oh.
So that makes
Exactly.
no difference.
Right. No,
But the
they
mere
Exactly.
saying
fact that
they bank.
you
They
guys are,
they they actual
you're
banks is right. You guys actual banks, right? You got
no
right.
different
Like
from
you
your
to own
banks.
our own bank.
Right.
No, we've got Scotia Bank. We've got Scotia Bank down here. NCB, but that, even though it's National Jamaica Bank, it's not the Jamaica Bank. It's same banking system as everywhere else, just under a different label.
It's just another different label.
Yeah, yeah, just doing business, just doing business. If the
But
politicians
I think
go,
I
so
think
you guys
you
got an army as well
do.
too, right? You guys got an
Mm,
army,
Yeah, we have a military.
right? Right. So therefore, that's where probably most majority of your money goes, and that's probably where more majority of the business. Never know, but that's usually the protection is usually pretty mandatory for a
tight.
country.
Yeah. But
So
being American, though, if you're able, there's is always the possibility that you could do business down here
oh yeah,
because
we
you're
will.
American.
It's a guarantee. I mean, yeah. There's no
Do
problem.
you know
It's
what I
just it's
mean?
just on the
Mm,
amount of time. That's all. Just
yeah,
when is the right time. That's all.
exactly. And the
But
yeah,
but the thing is that we don't want to go. We don't want to go down there. With some foreign mentality, like
I
like
understand.
we here to get ours, and let them do
Yeah,
them.
like everybody else. Yeah, like
Right, right,
everybody
right.
else.
So it's
Yeah.
gonna be kind of hard because the politicians, that's how the politicians get down. They're like,
Hmm.
don't look over there. That's don't.
Actually, I have got a little idea. But are we live?
No.